Good morning. Did you watch my second part of water pollution conservation? Did you watch my second part? How did you feel? Are you able to understand? Okay. And some points I have told you about the part 1, 10 questions, part 2, 10 questions. Now you have already 20 questions to learn. Are you learning? Huh? Afterwards, after explanation of the part 3, I will be revising yesterday's 10 questions. Okay, I will only revise. If you want, you can note it down. But we are not going to answer. So, tomorrow, third part of it. Again, I'll explain you the last part of it. And again, 10 questions will be given. Okay, so and I had given one activity. You have to paste or stick those pictures, write water pollution, few points on water pollution and conservation, and maintain the record. Is it clear, children? Are you able to understand? Shall we move to the part 3, water pollution and conservation? So, which is that page? Have the textbook, pencil, and also the take out the page 50, 60. Yesterday we have done page 58 and 59. Today we are going to the third part, that is page 60 and 61. Okay. Now page 60, what about the factories? What they have given here is when factories. Do you know factories? We have very big factories. So the factories in your locality or near your place, what do they do with the water that is already used there? We are going to see the factories of your locality. So, in our locality, two factories we can see close by. Have you heard? ACC Cement Factory. So, where does it come? ACC Cement Factory? It is in Wadi. While traveling, many times you might have noticed the cement when you sit in the train or when you sit in the bus. Have you seen this factory? How big the cement factory is? So close to our locality, ACC Cement Factory is there. Okay, and the next one is Renuka Sugar Factory. Where does Renuka Sugar Factory comes? Did you hear the place Afzalpur? It is close to Gulbarga. So you see Renuka Sugar Factory. These two factories you can practice well. Spell the word cement. 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 Once again, CEMENT. Cement. Spell the word factories. 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 And locality, LOCALITY. Locality. Then spell the word Renuka. 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 Okay. So what do they do with the water that is already used there? It is a waste. No, it will get polluted. Can you use that polluted water? See, this is the picture of the factories. Okay. This is the picture of the factory. Did you see this factory? So, which is the factory close to your locality? ACC Cement Factory, which is in Wadi, and Renuka Sugar Factory, which is near Afzalpur. Okay. Now, next comes sources. So, the water which is polluted near the factories, do you use, children? Do the people use that water? They cannot use, because the smoke, you see how many chemicals are present in it. So when they enter into the water get polluted, and such water cannot be used for any purpose. Is that right? Okay. Now next, sources of water polluted in your locality. Can you tell me some of the sources of water in your locality? Means in your area or near the house, okay, or near to the next street. You might have seen water polluted. One comes a drainage, okay. One is drainage. Even in your area, you have the drainage. When the water is mixed with the dirty materials. Can you see this drainage? Can you see? This is the drainage. That is, spell the word drainage. 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 Once again, DRAINAGE. Drainage. This is the one we see in our locality. The other one is stagnant water. Can you see? There is a tank, and near the tank you see all the dirty water, and all the things that are thrown over here. So what happens here? Stagnant water, it is the mosquitoes will breed on this dirty water. Okay, the mosquitoes will breed on this dirty water, and when that mosquito bites to us, unwanted diseases start, like malaria, typhoid, cholera, etc. Spell the word stagnant. 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 Once again, STAGNANT. Stagnant. WATER. Water. Stagnant water. What the main new words I am pronouncing? Please note it in your rough book and learn the spellings. Okay. Even in the test, like jumbled words, you will be getting. Is that clear for you? So, which are the sources of water polluted in your locality? One example I have given you, drainage. What is this? Drainage. And the second is stagnant water. So, I have given you two examples. You can find out some other examples. There are many. Okay, there are many. Now, for example, borewells. If there is a slum area, you see the borewells are there, isn't it? Near the borewell, you see again the dirty things, all the waste materials near the borewell. That is wherever there is public. Okay, like slum area. Why? Because the slum area people, they are not disciplined, isn't it? So, like that, you find out some other sources of water polluted in your area. That is in your locality. Is that clear for you? Now, next comes steps to prevent water pollution. What are the steps to be taken to prevent water pollution? So, to prevent water pollution, the first thing is, do not throw or litter into the river, lakes, or sea. That means, don't throw any dirty things in the river, lakes, or sea or oceans. And second point is, do not throw dead bodies into the river. And the third point is many put dead bodies into the river. The dead bodies are burnt, the ashes and bones of the dead bodies are taken into the river and they throw into the river with the flowers, with the agarbatti. All these are the dust particles. When it mix up with the river water, the water becomes polluted. So we should, how we can prevent this? By not throwing any dust particles or any dead bodies into the river. And the third point is, do not discharge industrial waste into the rivers and seas before treating it. Okay. So before treating, now so many waste things from the factories or from the industries. Again they push it to the river. We have to control it. We should not send such dirty things into the river. The water becomes again polluted. Now boats you might have seen, ships you have seen. We have to be those boats and ships, SHIP, ship, should be checked properly. Why we have to check properly? If there is any leakage of the oil, if there is leakage of the oil spills into the water. The oil spills into the water. Spills means what? It will be mixed up with the water. Again, the water will be polluted. Next prevention of water pollution is use minimum amount of detergents and bleaching and bleach, pesticides and fertilizers. Use minimum amount. Okay. And the next point is in homes. In homes, that is in the house, water should be made, should be see that whether the germs are free, that means they are killed by adding what chemical I told you yesterday, by the chemical chlorine. Okay, these are the some prevention of water pollution. Here I will show you with the picture. Ways to prevent water pollution. What is the first point? Do not dump in or around rivers. Just now I told you. And dumping is one of the leading cause of water pollution. And the second point, clean and maintain septic systems properly. That is septic tanks. You have syntax tanks, isn't it? Nowadays, those days they used to call septic tanks, but now with the latest technology, we see every house, top of the building, Intex. Intex tanks are kept. We should check now and then any leakage is there, any dust particles are there, or some will have underground water, isn't it? Sometimes if it exposed, what happens? All the dust particles will get mixed with it. So it should be clean and maintained every twice in a week or in a month 2 times. The tanks should be cleaned either by putting the chemicals or removing all the waste and cleaning it. The third point, follow all water laws and regulations. These laws are in place for a reason. Breaking them puts the water at risk. And the fourth point is dispose of chemicals properly. Never pour this substance in your storm drains. since they all enter the water. Okay, so these are the 4 points here, and the fifth point is never pour cooking fats and oils down the sink. They clog up the sinks and spread illness in the water. Okay, cooking times they wash, especially the non-veg or any leafy vegetables, all the dust particles containing with the oil. When they are dumped in the sink, what happened? They stuck there and they do not move to the drainage properly. And after that, what happens? Unwanted germs will be there. And what happens when unwanted germs are present there? Illness will start. Spread illness in the water. Now, sixth point is clean up your yard properly. That is inside the house, outside the house. Organize clean up day and get people involved in it. Okay, clean up your art properly and organize in your surroundings, in your street, or neighboring. Get all the people together, make everybody involved, and show the importance of cleaning your yard properly. No water should stand and no stagnant water should take place in and around your house. Then you educate. The seventh point is educate. Work to educate your friends and family about water pollution. Is that clear? These are the prevention of water. So, now next comes most of the rivers. Okay, take out your textbook, science textbook, page 61. Now you would see that many points are given. The most of the rivers are polluted, as I told you just now. Why the river waters are polluted in our state, in our country are polluted? Why? Animals are washed in the water. Dead bodies are thrown in the water. They do puja and they throw flowers in the water. Then do you think the water will become pure? The water gets polluted. So in our country and in our state, most of the rivers are water are polluted. Okay, see here. Can you see? This is the river water. Just see the condition of the river water. How much dust particles are there? Waste materials are present. Can you see in this picture? So when such things are entered in the water is river water is polluted. In this case, there is more pollution of water. And at the same time, water containing harmful chemicals may cause disease. You know that industrials, factories, when such waste materials are mixed up in the water, what are the chemicals present in that? There are so many chemicals like fluorine, mercury, arsenic, lead. These are the these are the poisonous chemicals. When if water is contained with these materials, then it will cause deadly disease. What it will cause? It will cause deadly disease. Are you able to understand? Now I have showed you this picture. See, so many things are there. What you know, can you make out? You have seen the waste, you are able to see. But the chemicals, are you able to see? Only after testing it in the laboratory then we can understand what chemicals are present. So the water containing fluorine, mercury, arsenic and lead. When these chemicals are mixed in the water, what happens to the people? What happens? It may cause deadly disease. And you know that because of the river water, so many things are present. This leads to water. It will cause harmful. Now see here, water pollution diseases. Diseases caused by water pollution is diarrhea. Already I have explained you in the part 1 or part 2, vomiting. The second picture is about vomiting. And the third picture is what? Typhoid. Now the fourth picture is what? Diphtheria. I had asked you previous class, go to the doctor in your locality and find out which are the other diseases. So I am showing you which are the diseases caused due to the water pollution. Now drinking impure water is one of the main cause of diarrhea. Okay. Now see the next new diseases, which are those? Hepatitis, kidney damage, nerve disorder and skin lesions. Many will have skin problem, have you seen? It can be an itching or it can be whitish, half white, half skin color. You might have noticed in your neighborhood or in your family or in the friend's family, isn't it? So these are the water pollution diseases. Which are the water pollution diseases caused by water pollution? Diarrhea, vomiting, typhoid, diphtheria, hepatitis, kidney damage, nerve disorder and skin lesions. This explanation is so clear for you. When questions are asked, you must be very easy to answer it. Okay. Now next, I have showed you the picture of the river which the water is contaminated. So if the water is contaminated, what happens to the aquatic animals? What happens to the aquatic animals? The death of aquatic animals, mainly fish, is due to the contaminated water. Now you can see the picture. Due to the contaminator, what happens to the fish? The death of fish will take place. Okay. Now, because of all this pollution, a government organization established to protect the quality of water is known as Pollution Control Board. So government must take some action, isn't it? So spell the word government. 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 Organization. Organisation. Organization. Establish. Established. Established. What did they establish? To protect the quality of water. What it is known as? Pollution Control Board. Spell the word pollution. 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 Control. Control. Board. 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 Pollution Control Board. So we'll see here. Can you see this picture? the Central Pollution Control Board. That is, short form is CPCB. CP. What is CP? Central Pollution. CB Control Board was constituted in September 1974 under the Water, that is Prevention and Control of Pollution Act in the year 1974. Then further, Central Pollution Control Board was entrusted with the powers and functions under the air, that is Prevention and Control of Pollution Act in 1981. So this is the introduction of Central Pollution Control Board. You can see even the symbol of Central Pollution Control Board. This is Pollution Control Board symbol of Karnataka. Okay, what is this? This is the symbol of Pollution Control Board of Karnataka. What is the color of it? White and blue. Why did they use blue color? Because the color of the water is blue. Previous class we have learnt about the chemicals. Like bleaching powder, that is chlorine, is added to drinking water to kill the germs present in the water. Can you see here? Adding chlorine to the water to kill the germs that are present in the water. And the next point is the manure, that is the dirty things. Pits and soak pits should be at least 10 meters away from the sources of water like well, ponds, etc. Now I'll show you the picture here. Can you see? This is the well. Okay. The pit. What is this? This pit. Pit means all the dust, waste materials they throw in the pit. That should be how many meters away from the well or from the pond? At least 10 meters. How many meters away? 10 meters. Whatever source of water we take for household purposes. Okay. So it should be how many meters away? 10 meters away from the sources of water. Now next, when water is boiled, what happens? All the bacteria will die. And when that water, boiled and cooled water is taken, it is good for health. This I have explained you in the previous class clearly. And the next comes, this is the boiling of water. When the water is boiled, what happens? The bacteria, the germs that are present in the water, they what happen? They are killed. They are destroyed while boiling. So after the boiling, what you do? You have to cool and then you have to drink. The next comes rainwater harvesting. So for this, in cities, it has been made compulsory to collect rainwater that falls on the roof. Okay, that falls on the rooftop of the buildings to prevent scarcity of water. In this system, what happens? The rainwater is collected from where? From the rooftop. You can see in this picture. From the rooftop of the building to where? To a storage tank. Where it is carried? It is collected from the rooftop of the building to a storage tank. How? What is this? This is the pipe. So, a storage tank can range in size from a simple polyvinyl chloride. The short form is PVC. What is PVC? Polyvinyl chloride tank to a contractor designed underground tank. This is the underground tank. Alternatively, the pipes can go directly into the pit to the in the ground. Then the water from here then seeps into the soil to recharge or refill the groundwater. So the rainwater harvesting system provides a source of soft, high quality water and reduces dependency on wells and other sources. It is cost effective and simple too. Harvesting rainwater is not only a way of conserving water but also of saving energy, because the energy input required to operate a centralized water system can be avoided with this system. So, in many cities in India, civic authorities have made rainwater harvesting compulsory. Water or sewage connected is not provided to any new society unless they have provisions for rainwater harvesting. This is about the rainwater harvesting. Next comes industrial purifying and reusing of water. Once used in the industrial sector is in practice to minimize the scarcity of water. See the industrial waste. Spell the word industrial. 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 Waste. 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 Industrial waste. So, again, next comes purifying and reusing of water once used in the industrial sector is in practice, thus to minimize the scarcity of water. This finishes your part 3, water pollution and conservation. Now, this part 3, it is the period of Saturday. So, Saturday, since you have Diwali, this part 3 is preponed to Friday. So, this you will get in the evening on Friday. Once you don't see the video, repeatedly if you see the explanation of the video, then you can understand better. So, previous class I had given you what is rehydration. Did you get the answer? Dehydration. Rehydration. What is dehydration? The body loses the water content due to vomiting and diarrhea, and the patient becomes tired. The patient becomes tired. This is known as dehydration. And what is rehydration? To avoid dehydration, the mixture of salt, sugar, lemon juice is added in the boiled water, cooled and then given to the patient. This is known as rehydration. And what is the full form of ORS? ORS means oral rehydration solution. What are the benefits of drinking ORS? The benefits of drinking ORS is works well for the dehydrated patient, and it helps in treating diarrhea. It makes sports persons and trainers active. So, how do we prepare ORS at home? By using sugar and salt and lemon juice. Now, what helps to prevent loss of body water? what helps you to prevent ORS, isn't it? It is ORS. Then how to purify polluted water? I have given you the methods. What are those methods? Straining, boiling, chlorinating, filtering, distillation. These are the different methods to purify polluted water. Two factories of your locality. What are the two factories? Uh, what are the two factories? ACC Cement Factory and Renuka Cement Factory. And write any two use prevention of water pollution. I had given you so many. Do not throw any dead bodies into the river, and do not throw any dust particles into the river or water or lake, sea, ocean. Like that, so many points I have explained you. If they ask any two, you write any two. If they ask four, you write four. Now, what happens when the water is boiled? When the water is boiled, the germs that are present in the water are being killed. Okay, and I have given you the activity: collect sources of water, water sources, and paste it in the A4 size and write few points on it. Okay, after doing in A4 size, maintain the file and keep it. Is that clear for you? And be ready for the slip test. Next week, I am going to conduct slip test on water pollution and conservation. And this third part, again, you are getting 10 questions. And the explanation is clear. Please learn nicely and be prepared for the slip test. Okay, children, have you understood? Thank you. Stay home, stay fit, do the work, whatever mother is telling you, and complete the answers given to the questions, and maintain the book, and simply don't give a call for this and that. Everything is clear, and sister had sent you the message. Read the message again and again. And those students who did not your number is not added to this group, you can contact her and find out. Okay, and be prepared for the sleep test. And happy Deepavali. Enjoy your festival, but don't burn your hand or leg. Be careful while burning the crackers. Is that clear for you? Happy Diwali. Stay home, stay fit. Thank you.